Hey freshman, think about a time you missed something important because the message wasn't clear. Maybe an assignment deadline changed and you didn't see the update. Maybe practice was canceled, but the message came too late. Or maybe directions were confusing, so people didn't know what to do. Now imagine how frustrating that feels when it actually matters. That kind of situation happens all the time, not just in school, but in real life and real jobs. When messages aren't clear or don't reach people at the right time, problems happen. That's the exact kind of problem you're solving in this challenge. In the 3DE Case Challenge, you'll be working with BOK Financial. But this challenge is not about learning banking or health insurance. It's about communication. Your role is to step into the shoes of professionals and figure out how organizations communicate information that is important, time-sensitive, and easy to misunderstand if it's communicated poorly. Instead of asking, "What does this information mean?" you'll be asking, "How should this information be shared so people actually understand it and take action?" That shift in thinking is what makes this a real-world challenge. Think about messages people can't afford to miss. Messages where timing matters. Messages where misunderstanding could cause real problems. In school, there might be a testing schedule, graduation requirements, or a deadline that affects your grade. In the real world, it could be benefits enrollment, safety information, or important policy changes. Your job in this challenge is to solve a communication problem by making smart decisions about what the message should say, how the message should be shared, when it should be shared, and what might get in the way of people understanding it. As you do this, your team will begin forming a claim. Your claim is your answer to the problem. It explains what communication strategy you believe will work best. You won't just make a guess. You'll support your claim using evidence from the case information, the communication model, and examples of how people receive messages. Then you'll explain your reasoning by connecting your evidence back to your claim and explaining why your communication plan makes sense. This is how professionals make decisions, and it's how you'll think during the challenge. To help you do this, you'll use the communication model and the communication plan organizer. This organizer helps you plan your claim, evidence, and reasoning in an organized way, even if it doesn't say CER at the top. You'll start by identifying the purpose. Why does this message need to be sent? What action needs to happen? Then you'll identify the sender and the receiver. Who is sending the message and who needs to receive it? Next, you'll focus on the message itself. What needs to be said clearly so there is no confusion? After that, you'll choose the medium or channel. This is part of your evidence. You'll explain why that medium is the best choice for your audience. You'll also decide on timing and frequency. This helps strengthen your reasoning by showing how your plan helps people notice and remember the message. Finally, you'll identify noise and explain how your plan overcomes it. This shows deeper thinking and strengthens your argument. This organizer isn't busy work. It's the foundation for your CER. Once your team finishes filling out the communication plan organizer, you don't stop there. The organizer becomes your roadmap. You'll use it to write a clear CER. Your claim will explain what communication strategy your team recommends and why it is the best choice. Your evidence will come from the organizer, the communication model, and the case information. Your reasoning will explain how and why your evidence supports your claim and helps the message be clear, urgent, and effective. Next, your team will turn your CER into action by creating a short message or a 30-second pitch that shows how your communication plan would work in the real world. This step shows that you understand not just what to do, but why it works. When it's time to present, your team will present your claim, evidence, and reasoning, not just a final answer. You'll explain your thinking clearly and show how your communication plan helps people understand important information and take action. You'll connect your claim back to your evidence and explain your reasoning using the communication model. Even though this case uses BOK Financial as the example, the skills you're learning apply everywhere: school, sports, jobs, families, and everyday life. This challenge helps you see that strong communication and strong reasoning go together. This isn't just a school assignment. It's real-world thinking, real-world communication, and real-world skills.